Clerk will close the roll. The bill reports 21-0. Now we have one bill from Subcommittee Number 5. Chair McClure.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I have one recommended action to report from Subcommittee Number 5 meeting that we had on Tuesday. I have HB 1272, patroned by Delegate Hayes. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to move the subcommittee substitute on this bill, and then I'll explain it.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded for the substitute. Do we have all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, it's before us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. HB 1272, patroned by Delegate Hayes, as amended, would provide for the regulation and taxation of electronic gaming devices in the Commonwealth, also known as skill game machines. The subcommittee substitute included a number of strict guardrails and consumer protections. The substitute provides important changes that better defines and clarifies the definition of electronic gaming device, clarifies and restricts where the games are located and how many may be operated. It cuts the amount in half from the original bill. It also limits the number of devices per establishment to 2 games per establishment that holds an ABC license and 5 per truck stop. It also increases the tax to 40% of all gross profits generated by these devices, which is a percentage, and there's a percentage going to the Problem Gambling Treatment and Support Fund. It also reduces the number of establishments that are licensed to have the games, and also distributor licensees would be required to install an electronic identification terminal that verifies the player's age through the scanning of a state-issued ID. It also establishes a maximum wager amount per play of $1, restricting the ability to wager high amounts of money at a time. It clarifies that there will be no gaming devices within 1,000 feet of any public, private, or parochial school, which includes grades K through 12 or any child daycare center. It authorizes local governments to pass a referendum or a local ordinance on whether or not electronic gaming devices will be allowed in the locality, leaving this up to the voters, and it includes responsible gaming language, advertising limits, an independent laboratory review, stronger licensing and application considerations, minimum age requirement of 21 plus, and a delayed effective date of January 1st, 2027, and that all provisions of the bill will expire on January 1st, 2030. And with that, Mr. Chairman, the subcommittee recommends reporting the substitute and referring to appropriations on a vote of 6-1, and I so move.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that House Bill 1272 reports as substituted and refers to appropriations. The clerk will open the roll. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports and is referred to appropriations on a vote of 15-6.
That completes my report, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Chair McClure. Now we have a number of bills under the Chair Simon's Housing and Consumer Protection Subcommittee. Chair Simon.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, we've got a block of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bills that are going to be carried over to 2027. House Bill 79 from Delegate Price has to do with the Residential Landlord-Tenant Act and mold remediation duties. House Bill 464 from Delegate Cohen had to do with powers and duties of the Director of the Department of Housing and Community Development. House Bill 621 from Delegate Bloxham had to do with the Property Owners Association Act and declarant control. House Bill 1196 from Delegate Scott had to do with the Property Owners Association, operation and management and condemnation of common areas. And House Bill 1409 from Delegate Schmidt, which had to do with prohibited provisions in rental agreements. All those bills, 79, 464, 621, 1196, and 1409 were recommended to be continued to 2027 by a voice vote, and I so move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that those 5 bills are continued to next year. That is a voice vote, so all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, those bills are continued to next year. Chair Simon.
All right, so we also had a bill that we incorporated into another bill in the next block. So I'd move that House Bill 477 be incorporated into House Bill 1518.
It's been moved and seconded that House Bill 477 is incorporated into House Bill 1518. That's a voice vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, those are incorporated.
All right, so I'm going to go on to House Bill 648 next. House Bill 648 from Delegate Kent prohibits the sale or distribution of a device that is designed or intended to deliver a gas containing nitrous oxide, with exceptions as defined in the bill. Any person who sells, distributes, or attempts to sell or distribute such a device is guilty of a Class 1 misdemeanor. Subcommittee recommended reporting by a vote of 9-1, and I so move.
Thank you. It's been moved and properly seconded. I see Delegate Cole. I'm sorry, did I miss that from earlier? Okay.
Mr. Chair, I have a motion at a proper time, but not for
Okay,
this.
okay. All right, just let me know. All right, so it's been moved and seconded. The clerk will open the roll. This is House Bill 648 to report. And the clerk will close the roll. It reports 18-1. Thank you, Chair Simon.
All right, next was House Bill 1518, which had already been incorporated, House Bill 477 into that. And that bill is now a Section 1 bill, and it's going to create a work group of the Department of DPOR, the Virginia Real Estate Board, the real estate law folks, and the Virginia Realtors to look at the disclosures that we provide to buyers.
Is there a
and
substitute?
transactions. So that's the substitute. So I'd move that substitute that I just described.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
So as substitute, that's what the bill does, and with that substitute on it and the commitment to study the issue, the subcommittee recommended reporting with substitute by a vote of 10-0, and I so move.
Thank you. The bill has been properly moved and seconded. The clerk will open the roll. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports with the substitute 21-0. Chair Simon.
All right, House Bill 735 also has the substitute. I move the subcommittee substitute.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Chair Simon.
All right, and so with the substitute adopted, what this bill does is it asks the Board of Housing and Community Development to pretty please look at the issue of tents on agricultural properties and see if it really is necessary to have them taken down every 6 months or if they can stay up year round. Subcommittee recommended reporting with substitute by a vote of 9-0, and I so move.
It's been moved and seconded. The clerk will open the roll. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports 20-1 with the substitute. Chair Simon.
All right, House Bill 790 from Delegate Austin has to do with hotel policies, and it prohibits a hotel from enforcing a policy denying the ability of a guest to stay at such hotel solely on the grounds that such guest's primary residence is located within a certain distance of such hotel if such guest is seeking to stay for their health or safety. Subcommittee recommended reporting by 9-0, and I so move.
It's been moved and seconded that House Bill 790 reports, and the clerk will open the roll. The bill, Delegate Price, okay. The bill reports 21-0.
All right.
Chair Simon, and let me remind the committee, we move fast, but it doesn't mean that you don't have an opportunity to weigh in at any time. Just let me know if you need to speak or comment on any of these bills. All right, we're going to speed it up now.
All right.
Delegate Simon.
All right, so House Bill 1415 has a substitute. I'd move the subcommittee substitute.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? All right.
All right, and so, Mr. Chair, what this bill has to do with, it has to do with a policy to allow pets in properties that are receiving public dollars. That's what's left of it. It also has a definition of pets, which not everybody's thrilled with, and it has a disclosure requirement that you have to disclose your pet policy up front to potential tenants. But because we're actually not really there with the full definition, the subcommittee, again, recommended reporting, but I think after the subcommittee meeting ended, speaking of moving a little fast, we learned that we were not quite there yet with the definition. So what I would like to propose is an amendment, a reenactment clause be added to the bill. That'll allow the folks to continue to work on that definition over in the Senate, and we'll have to see it again before it becomes law.
Okay, why don't we first take up the subcommittee substitute, because the reenactment doesn't change that, right?
Well, I think we took up the substitute, and
I mean, we're making it, so this is a
This would be a
second,
further amendment.
this is a further amendment. Okay, this further amendment, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we have now a substitute with a line amendment, if you will.
Right.
And the reenactment, and it was recommended reporting 8-2.
8-2.
The clerk will open the rolls. All right. Chair Simon, you going to vote?
Oh.
All right, we've got Terry. All right, we got the bill. You guys go, wake up down there. 16 to 5, the bill reports with the substitute and with the amendment. Thank you. Chair.
So we got Delegate Cole's bill. Is that why his light's on? No, okay, all right. Mr. Chairman, we got House Bill 360 from Delegate Cole. That has a substitute. I'd move this subcommittee substitute.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed? All right, substituted bill is before us.
And this bill has to do with the sale of Kratom or Kratom. I think I heard it pronounced both ways during the Kratom. Okay, say Kratom. All right, we're going to go with
We're
Kratom.
going with Kratom.
All right, and it provides that no retail establishments will sell, offer for sale any Kratom product defined in the bill to a person younger than 21, requires them to provide ingredient and warning labels for the products and store such products in an area of the store that's not directly accessible to consumers, provides a violation as a civil penalty of $250 for a first violation and $500 for each subsequent violation. Subcommittee recommended reporting with substitute and referring to the Committee on Appropriations by a vote of 9-1, and I so move.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded. We report and refer House Bill 360. The clerk will open the roll. All right, the clerk will close the roll, reports and refer to appropriations 20-1. Chair Simon.
Next bill, Mr. Chairman, is House Bill 600 from Delegate Simons. There's a substitute. I move the subcommittee substitute.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, the substituted bill is for us.
Okay, and so what the bill does is it requires every short-term rental operator defined in the bill and its employees to complete an approved training course on recognizing and reporting instances of suspected human trafficking as provided or approved by the Department of Criminal Justice Services. The bill requires that any short-term rental registry ordinance adopted by a locality pursuant to relevant law shall include the training on recognizing and reporting instances of suspected human trafficking required by the bill be completed as part of the registration process. The bill has a delayed effective date and contains technical amendments. Subcommittee recommended reporting with substitute and referring to the Committee on Appropriations by a vote of 9-0, and I so move.
All right, it's been properly moved and seconded that we report House Bill 600 and it's referred to appropriations as substituted. Clerk will open the roll. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports 21-0. The final bill.
And finally, Mr. Chairman, House Bill 765 from Delegate Hayes. It has to do with rental home marketplace guarantees. There were subcommittee amendments. I move the subcommittee line amendments.
The subcommittee line amendments before us moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
And
Chair
so,
Simon.
Mr. Chair, what the bill does is it provides for the regulation of rental home marketplace guarantees defined in the bill by the Commissioner of the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. It establishes requirements for the registration of rental home marketplace guarantee providers, authorizes the board to prescribe regulations, and authorizes the commissioner to investigate violations. The bill includes requirements for the production of records, insurance, and consumer disclosures. The bill provides that rental home marketplace guarantees are not insurance. A seller who knowingly and willfully violates the requirements of the bill is guilty of a Class 3 misdemeanor, and a violation of the bill's provision is a violation of the Virginia Consumer Protection Act. Bill's registration requirements have a delayed effective date of January 1st, 2027. The board is required to promulgate its initial implementing regulations by January 1st, 2027. The bill provides that any rental home marketplace guarantees issued prior to January 1st are subject to oversight of the commissioner. Subcommittee recommended reporting with amendments and referring to the Committee on Appropriations by a vote of 8-1, and I so move.
It's been properly moved and seconded that we report and refer House Bill 765. The clerk will open the roll. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports 18-3. With, again, going to appropriations. Chair Simon?
That concludes my report.
All right, I think Delegate Cole.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Having voted on the prevailing side by which we reported and referred HB 1272 to appropriations, I request that we redo the vote so a member can change their vote. Reconsider the vote.
Reconsider, okay. It's been moved and seconded that we reconsider House Bill 271. Is that or 1272? I'm sorry, House Bill 1272. And do you have anybody want to speak to it? Any questions, comments? All right, we will open the roll.
It's a voice vote.
It's a voice vote. I'm sorry.
Motion to reconsider.
It's a motion to first we have to do. Thank you, Delegate Price. You're absolutely right. Everybody, all those in favor of reconsidering, vote please signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay. Now we have the bill before us. The clerk will open the roll. Thank you. Do we need a motion to open it now?
No, now it's back before the
It's back
committee.
before the committee. So it's been moved and seconded okay, the clerk's opened the roll. This is House Bill 1272. Everybody, I'll keep it open for a little bit of time so you can make sure you vote the way you want to vote.
Refer to approach. Okay, with the substitute, right?
Yep, with the substitute, as described by Delegate McClure. Chair McClure did a good job on that. While we're putting this up, okay, here we go. All right. I'm thinking about changing my vote. All right, everybody locked in? All right, the bill, its reports refers to appropriations on a vote of 14-7. Thank you, committee. And that ends all of our action items. And I just want to say that next Tuesday we will not meet. It doesn't mean you have the day off. You will be on the floor all day and night, probably. We will see you after crossover. And good luck to your bills in the Senate.